Hi, it's Mike from Mike's Diabetes World. I just wanted to do a little intro here before we start our videos. And I want to say that don't start any treatment before you speak to your doctor. I am not a doctor. I've only speak from my experience, which could be different from your experience. So speak to your doctor before beginning any treatment. He may agree with you, or he may say, I think we have something better. Talk with you later. Have a good day. Bye.
Good morning. It's morning here. I don't know what it is if you're watching this. It's Mike's from Mike's Diabetes World, and I'm just kind of getting a slow start to the day, but we'll be up a little bit later. Today I want to talk about illnesses and infections. Now, when I first was diagnosed, I don't remember them talking about this. And infections can really control your diabetes life. For me, infections are kind of weird. When I kind of get over the infection, well, not quite over, but when the infection's getting better, my blood sugar will peak. I don't know. It's usually, they say, during the infection. But that's me. Won't necessarily happen with you. Sorry, itchy nose this morning. When you go out, and it could be to a park, a beach, whatever, wear shoes. Yes, I know how great it is to walk with the sandy beaches. But chances are you could very easily get a cut in the bottom of your foot. And diabetes, sometime during the day, you're probably going to have some sugar in your blood. And the infections, the bacteria love sugar. And chances are you'll aim for an infection. Now, a stupid thing Mike did? Yeah, there's been a few. But years ago, when I first got my first pump, I put my pump on, and this was great. And lasts for 3 days, and you have to change it. Forget it. I think I went 9 days without changing it, and it started to get really sore, so I pulled it out. Thinking, oh wow, this is sore. The next day, I had a big red line coming from it. So, we went to the doctors, and guess what? I had an infection. So there are reasons why they say 3 days and change. I was on antibiotics, I think, for 2 weeks to clear it up. So, yes, everyone tries to cut costs, but sometimes you just can't do that. Now, it's a little bit easier now that our pharmacare picks up most of the supplies for insulin pumps. It's a real godsend. So you don't have to necessarily keep thinking of costs here. If I was responsible for buying all of these all the time, then yeah, they kind of make it difficult, almost like it's your fault. There we go. I was looking at the red dot. That you have diabetes, so you're going to have to pay. And yet, you know, if you ever change your insurance plan, but we're here to talk about infections. I know personally, over the last world illness, I tried to do as much as possible. And I don't know if it was out of pure luck or I was doing everything right. But I haven't, luck's crossed, knock on wood, I haven't come down with COVID. I mean, my mother or stepmother, my father, even my diabetic nurse had it. So, you know, but any kind of illness during cold and flu seasons, a lot of times I'll wear a mask. Just hold on one sec. Sorry, I had a coughing fit. But you have to be aware of what's going on and try to do whatever it takes that you're not going to get sick. The last time I was sick was my leg. And I probably didn't go to get people to look at it until it was a bit too late. Bad part of my. But I got problems in my gut, and you know, a lot of times you just have to be proactive. If something is not right, if you're not feeling well, you know, so often people say, oh, I get a migraine. Maybe you should lock yourself in a dark room and just sleep it away if you can. Because, you know, migraines, your body's fighting it. Your liver will release sugar. And you are going to be in trouble. You're going to have high sugars. Do I know what I'm talking about? Yes. I admit to it. So you know, so often, she does it, that you need to take care of you. Now, I talked about the beach earlier, wearing shoes at the beach. When you're not walking, yeah, you can take your shoes off, put your feet in the sand if you like. Now, there's now stuff like water shoes that you can put on so that the bottom of your feet are protected. You know, especially as you get older, it doesn't necessarily be so great for you to stretch and look at the bottom of your feet, but you should do an inspection. I luckily have workers now that can help me and do a lot more. I'm just trying to my face. But, you know, if you get an infection starting, whether it be a chest or the flu, remember to drink lots of liquids and do extra blood sugars. And if you God forbid, get really sick, and I'm talking that you're revisiting your dinner, let's say, then you should go to the hospital emergency. Now, people are saying, oh, I don't want to go to emergency. Why am I looking over there today? I don't want to go to emergency. I still look over there. Sorry. But you need to take care of you. You know, so often we worry about, oh, I can't do this because, you know, I'll lose time at work and I'll hire someone else. Well, but if you don't take care of yourself, your work's not going to be up to par. So, you know, you really have to ensure that you do get up and get active and keep your life online. Because we've talked about control of blood sugars. And this is one of the sure way that your blood sugars can climb. So, I don't want this to be a, you know, pessimistic video, but I want you to make sure that if you notice any infection, if you're coming down with something, and it could be something even as big as a cold. Here, that's a little bit better. Take action on it. Because blood sugars can go wild and inviting sugar to grow. I've gone to bed and things looked a little sore, but they weren't red or anything. Wake up in the morning and it was all red and painful, and don't go down that road. Take care. If you're having to deal with people during cold and flu season, wash your hands. Take care of you. Don't let infections get you. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.